with O'Neal. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Joe Ingles, and it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers, Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. Reggie Jackson out there with Patrick Beverley, and it's Ibaka in at center.
Kenny, you played for a number of coaches in your career. Which players right now do you think, as you take a look at all the players in the league, would maybe make a good head coach in the future?
Well, LeBron would be a great coach. CP3 would be a heck of a coach, probably. C.J. McCollum plays a game because there's a guy. I like guys who weren't like the star, and then became it because they understand the guys on the bench how they feel, as well as the stars. So C.J. McCollum has kind of come up into that.
Well, that's why a lot of great coaches, it's not that they were the best player, but they played on great teams. So they get to see it. I'd throw another name out there, Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo, okay.
What about Greg Anthony?
You know,
no,
he
that's
was
the broadcast booth. No, Greg would be great.
He'd be great. I think either of you would be great.
You know, it would be fun.
I'm trying to own a team next.
That's what you want to do. You want to own. You want to own. Now Mitchell. His last outing, he had 24 points. About a minute played so far here in the first. And that one, good.
This is Mitchell at his absolute best. Driving, attacking, putting all the pressure on the defense.
And Beverly kicks to Morris. Ibaka with a screen on O'Neal. Here's Morris. Gobert pulls it in.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. And the shot goes down.
Rudy Gobert, an athletic monster. He fends off the defense with an amazing finish.
Jackson in the corner. Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Jazz have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Mitchell against Beverly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you've got to credit Mitchell for staying aggressive in that situation and getting the defense to foul him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
The first free throw is good.
It's crazy to think that 12 teams passed on Donovan Mitchell. He has become a premier scorer in the NBA. Oh, would they love a do-over.
And Mitchell drops them both. Looking at the top 5 picks in the 2018 draft, Kenny, all of them have shown good play, tremendous promise. But if you could choose one for your team, which one would it be? I mean, the Doncic and Young and Jackson and Ayton. And,
if I had to go over and pick it now,
there's so many of them.
Man, I'm going straight with Doncic.
I mean, there could be only one. It's not even close. Doncic is the only guy on that list that, when it's all said and done, he's got a chance to be a top 10 all-time player.
Yeah, you know what he reminds me of? A more aggressive deadlift shrimp.
Ooh, I think even more than that. To me, he's a combination. I heard Larry and Magic. He's a combination of Larry and LeBron. Because
I can see that.
Magic wasn't like the scorer that those two are. Like, those guys are scorers.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
And then great passing ability. And the other thing about him, he's a better athlete, and he's a tremendous rebounder. I mean, that guy is special.
Here's Morris after the basket by Utah. Beverly with the ball. Floats one up. Out to Morris. 3 on the clock. Offline with his 3. Utah leading by 4. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Gobert dishes to O'Neal. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovic, simply stated, has become a knockdown three-point shooter.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder, and as we were talking about Kawhi Leonard, his defense was the first thing that came up. Coach told me that while Kawhi may not be the individual defensive powerhouse he once was, they're still not going to challenge him more than they need to. Negating Kawhi's presence at that end of the floor is much easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Now, here's Ingles. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Bogdanovic, no luck. Clippers trail by 7. Outside Jackson.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
We hear all these different terms about resting players, but Kenny, load management seems to be the one that is stuck. Is that something you wish was around, for instance, when you played?
Honestly, I probably didn't want it, but if I used it, I would have been a much better player, honestly. Because your body is at 170 pounds, 6'3", is not built to play 82 games in playoffs. It's not built for that. Your body's just not meant for that. So yes, I might have been, Greg, I might have been in a couple All-Stars, man, I think, man. I could have done some things.
But wasn't there pride in players in playing 82 games?
In all reality, the pride was in you had to work for that next contract. The dollars are such now that it's an investment for the team that they're trying to protect. So it means as much for them to make sure you're rested and ready to go, to Kenny's point, as it does to you.
And it's Leonard missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovic. Gobert, the pass to Bogdanovic. Back to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. 5th on the list, Bogdanovic.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
First free throw is good. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Luke Kennard comes in for Jackson. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And a switcher also for Utah. Clarkson's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Clippers trail by 6. And here's Kennard. Last game he had 10 points. Clarkson against Williams. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Kenny, your career saw the expansion of the NBA as the league added several new teams. How did expansion change the league and change for the players when you were on the floor?
Well, probably Greg could answer this better because he had to move out of the country when expansion came in with the Vancouver. So how did that feel? Leaving the country, not just leaving the state, but leaving the country.
And that's the point. It is different. Like, I mean, obviously it's still North America, and Canada's very close to us culturally, but it's still different. And the other big part was, you know, they knew about basketball, but it wasn't a part of their fabric. So a lot of times you were trying to educate fans to help them, you know, have interest in the game. So it was different, man, especially growing up as a kid. You know, I never dreamt of playing in Vancouver for the Grizzlies. You know, that never really entered into the equation.
So it's the Jazz now after the Clippers pick up 2. And that one good from Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson showing the ability to put the ball on the deck and make a play.
Williams attacking.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. In the corner, Kennard with it. No good on the three.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. Beyond the arc. And he's good on the three ball. Clarkson's got 5.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
Here's Leonard. Out to Morris. Here's the three. A rebound by the Jazz.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Gobert dishes to Clarkson. Over Kennard. Misses off the left iron.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Well, the league continues to test out new rules. The coach's challenge now, guys, extended from its one-year trial. What do you think about that, Kenny? You approve?
Well, coaches always had something to say about calls, so now they can take action to it. So, yeah, I think that it's needed once a game. But I also think if you get it right, you should keep being able to challenge multiple times. If you get it right, that means I could get another one. If I get that right, I could get another one. I should just stop.
What do you think, Greg?
I like that theory in terms of having more
Get
than
a
one.
reward
If
for
you earn it, and most coaches are still figuring out how to use it because more often than not, you don't want to use it early in the game, even if it's a significant play, because later in the game, as we all know, that last 2 minutes, if it's a close game, well, you do not want to lose because of the officials.
The Jazz making a switch here. Niang's checked in. Free throw good, Bogdanovich.
Well, Bojan Bogdanovich may be one of the most underrated players in this league. This guy understands his role and plays it well.
Patterson setting the pick for Kennard. Banked in off the glass. Kennard's got 5.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
The drive by Mitchell. It's rebounded by Lou Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 7-point differential. No good there. Good D by Mitchell. Utah's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Niang passes to Mitchell. Dishes it to Clarkson. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. He has 7.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Zubac's the pass to Williams. Takes a 3. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Clarkson surveying the floor. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clippers trail by 9.
And it's often said this is an era of player empowerment in the NBA. Jet, do you think things are different from when we played?
Oh, for sure. Because of social media, because of the access to travel, players are more connected more than any other time. They do things off the court that we never did off the court. First time I met Greg was in a barbershop, like by happenstance. We weren't planning on meeting.
Yeah.
The difference back.
Mike the Barber, shout out Mike the Barber.
Mike Dean, made 2K. Well, you know what? If you go back to I used to tell people, you could be the best guard on the East Coast, and you may have never seen the best guard on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have it. Like nowadays, these kids grow up competing against each other
all the time,
and they see each other on a regular
basis.
From a
very early age.
Yeah. And players today know their value.
Yes.
They know what their value is to their franchise.
Here's Kennard. Following the basket by Donovan Mitchell.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Favors with a screen on Williams. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Kennard against Clarkson. Patterson setting the pick for Kennard. Drives to the hoop. Count that bucket. Kennard's got 12 points in the game.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Now, here's Clarkson. Last game out, he had 40 points. Drills it from outside.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so it's Utah, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke about the team's progress.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should be or will be, but at the end of the day, you know, we got to be able to focus on us, you know. Obviously, we went through a little bit of a rough patch. You know, we're still figuring things out, but we can make adjustments and continue to build. And I think we're playing great basketball. I think we're doing things the right way.
And, you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Well, they've established their presence in the paint tonight also, and a lot of their scoring coming from down low so far.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've got Patrick Patterson. Williams is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's man in at the small forward. And that one falls for Favors.
Derek Favors undoubtedly has turned himself into a dependable power forward, someone capable of averaging a double-double in the NBA.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Kenny, as a former point guard, how would you construct the perfect shooting guard to complement your game?
My game?
Yep.
Oh, all you got to do is be on the floor, baby. Yeah, you're going to be
Let
good.
it happen.
You're
Just
gonna
let
be
it
good.
happen.
Let it happen. Now, for me, I love guys with a high energy guys. So that's why I love playing with running. Just guys that had high batteries, because at times I would kind of get too cerebral in the game. And then he would pull me up and just make me. I like
Become
guys.
a dog, right?
Just get emotionally in the game
Right,
instead of
right.
I'm reading the situation and this guy's over. No. Just play hard.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because my guys, John Starks, is the same exact way. He was just a great competitor. Like, the moment never got too big because he always felt like I shouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
Now Mitchell, following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Lou Williams. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. And Mitchell drops them both. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Ibaka, the pass to Mann. Kennard against O'Neal. Lock at 6. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. Fourth, Rudy Gobert.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
That free throw good from Kennard. And so he hits both.
Greg Popovich, the Spurs coach, Kenny, has talked about how the three-point shot is ruining the game. What do you say when you hear that?
Well, he's a participant of that.
I was about to say, like, he's the one that brought it to the forefront more than anybody.
Of it. But I think overall, yes, because people now take bad threes over good twos. So players don't have worse shot recognition.
I think they took bad twos just as much as they take bad threes. I mean, I'd never forget my college coach said, I had a teammate took a shot. It was a bad shot. And I got on him about it. And coach looked at me and he said, hey, you don't yell at our shooting guard. He said, I never met a player that took a shot he wasn't trying to make. And that stood with me because you don't shoot it to miss. But that doesn't mean it's a good shot.
Right. Ibaka sets the pick for Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You see, you can't be too physical with Marcus Morris. This guy is so strong, and he's so good at drawing the foul.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
And Morris drops them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Jazz have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that one misses.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
And the second free throw, good. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Leonard. They set the pick from the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Jazz leading by 8. Mitchell dishes to O'Neal. Here's Oney. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Now, Gobert has settled in his ability to get to the free throw line. I'll tell you, he is excellent at getting physical with the defense and drawing contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
That free throw, no good.
Seems to me that Rudy Gobert could be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate every season. But on the offensive end, guys, he's really starting to grow.
So he comes up empty, missing both. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing here by 8. Man passes to Morris. Puts up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Morris has got 7.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Oni passes to Mitchell. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Ibaka sets the pick for Leonard. There's the dish to Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Now just a 3-point Jazz lead. Jazz have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Oni passes to Gobert.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. Great showing for him last season. Last season, 27 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Even if you key in on him all game, he still finds a way to get his numbers.
Right, the skill, the awareness, the physical ability, it's all there, and that's what makes this guy so hard to check.
That evens the score. Morris has got 8 points in the quarter.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Utah's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Ibaka finds Morris. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. Last season, he played outstanding. 2nd in field goal percentage, 4th in rebounding. And he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And you pointed out his ranking as the 2nd best shooter in the league last season. I think with a little extra work, he could become number 1 this time around. Now here's Gobert. Now Ingles. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz with another miss. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Stolen by O'Neal. Mitchell looking it over. Gobert with a screen on Beverly. Here's Mitchell. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Boy, nothing you can do about that. Mitchell is just simply that good, converting over aggressive defense.
The Clippers in the lead. On the wing, Morris. He kicks it to Beverly. Driving the lane. 5 on the clock. From 12 feet out. A shot off that time. The Jazz go the other way with it. Mitchell outside. There's the 3. Again, Mitchell missing. Utah comes into this one after the win against Philadelphia. Ibaka with a screen on O'Neal. Leonard dishes to Morris. Bucket is good. Morris has got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Now the pass to Oni. The drive by Mitchell. Here's Gobert. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Gobert's got his second bucket of the night.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. Zubac is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Beverly with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 6. Jackson has the open look. No good from outside. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 1. Last time they met was in Utah.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Morris. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's Clarkson. 10 points for him. Stolen by Zubac. Now here's Jackson. Leonard with a screen on Mitchell. Jackson gets the bucket. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Clippers?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
And here's Beverly. After Reggie Jackson was able to get the triple, here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. You cannot give up a lane to the cup. Once Marcus Morris sees one, forget about it.
Here's Mitchell. 15 points in the game over Beverly. And it's Mitchell missing. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Ingles with the rebound. Jazz trail by 6. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Beverly against Mitchell. Clarkson on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This, to me, is when Clarkson is at his best. When he's pushing the action, being aggressive, it carries over to the rest of the team, guys.
For Utah, they have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line. Free throw good. Clarkson.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. That one is no good. Clippers leading by 5. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Pass to Kennard. Back to Zubac. Here's Beverly. And he overshot that one, missing. Jazz trail by 5. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Williams. Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, you give Donovan the mid-range jumper, he will make you pay.
Now Williams. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Here's Niang. He's still scoreless so far in this one. With some arc, the shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
What a nice little burst from Patrick Beverly to get in transition.
And we want to thank the Jet for giving us his thoughts. Kenny, you can stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal a key just in case you don't invite me back. I'm taking it right now.
Well, he'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'm taking the key right now.
We'll tell
So I
G
wanna
when
come
you
back.
Fellow PG, we got to let him
Yes,
in.
sir. I want to be back.
You guards always stay together.
What a pleasure it was to have Kenny joining us. Doris, he's been in the business for a long, long time.
Boy, as great as Kenny Smith was on the basketball court, he was a tremendous guard, a championship guard. He's been equally impressive off of it. This guy's a mainstay in the studio, Emmy Award winner, truly a special treat. Favors flying high on alley-oops. My goodness, how about the ups on that guy?
Beverly with the ball. He feeds it to Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
This guy is so good at figuring out ways to get fouled. Lou Williams, my goodness, again.
For Los Angeles, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. And Williams drops them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And here's Clarkson. Favors sets the pick for Clarkson. It's good from long range.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here with Quinn Snyder. Coach, your team has faced a lot of firepower from outside. How do you keep them from getting those three-pointers off?
Well, one, they're making them. Hopefully we can get them where they're not open and they're contested and see if they're making that many of them then. But they're getting them a variety of ways. We just got to be better.
Play outside-in defense, right? Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. And gracing us with his presence once again after his stirring performance with the live crew, at least that's what the card I'm reading says, and it was written by the always terrific Kenny Smith.
Well, you know what it was? You called it the live crew, but you know what it was when I was down there?
No.
You know it's always fun.
You know what, Kenny?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not a hater. I'm a congratulator.
Thank you.
And I must say, you did a great job. I liked it almost as much as the regular broadcast. I was impressed.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Marcus Morris.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Joe Ingles. O'Neal is out there with Gobert. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. And it's Bogdanovich in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Jackson. 6 points for him. The finish. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, you love to see Bojan Bogdanovich get out and run, get ahead of the defense and score. That is nice.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the fourth straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Utah leading. Mitchell outside. Pass to Bogdanovich. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Gobert's got his third basket of the night right there. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Here's Bogdanovich. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. A second chance effort. Gobert can't hit. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. Leonard against Mitchell. 13 feet away. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
All-star. Make this kind of shot. Contested jumper, no problem.
And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. The Jazz working the ball around now. And here's Bogdanovich for three. They get it back. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Leonard. There's the drive. No good that time. And Utah the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Leonard against Bogdanovich. Mitchell in the corner. 6 to shoot. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his third foul of the game.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. A 2-point game. Now here's Beverly. Feeds it to Leonard. Out to Morris. Ibaka sets the pick for Morris. Passes it to Beverly. Over Bogdanovich. That's tipped.
Did you guys just see that? Listen, Bogdanovich can guard, but shot blocking? Wow.
He dishes it to O'Neal. And the pass to Mitchell. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Ingles. Mitchell with it. Launches a three. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Jackson's got 8 points.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. Here's Gobert after the basket by Los Angeles. Kicks to Mitchell. On the wing, Ingles. Back to Mitchell. Bogdanovich dishes to Gobert. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Another shot, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
Going inside. Good. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Clarkson, and the layup is good. Clarkson's got 18 points.
Well, we understand that Jordan Clarkson is strong enough to take contact and continue through to play. Nice aggressiveness.
Now here's Williams. He has 5. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Clarkson against Williams. Here's O'Neal. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
No good on that one. Derek Favors checked in for Utah. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovich. And he sinks the second. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside Williams.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Oni passes to Clarkson. Favors with a screen on Williams. Clippers leading by 4. And Leonard has it in the corner. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one. Jazz shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Oni passes to Favors. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Favors has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, Favors has been efficient in the paint throughout his career. This guy is so crafty at getting excellent position.
Shots good by Williams. Williams has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Clippers.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Oni. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over Leonard. And it's off the back rim. No good. Pass to Kennard. On the wing, Williams. Passes it to Zubac. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Favors. Now Clarkson, who's got 19. Inside, here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 15 rebounds.
That's why Gobert is such a high percentage scorer. He finds a way to finish with that great length.
Jazz trail by 7. Clarkson with the ball. Takes it inside, and Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers leading by 7. And here is Williams. He's got 9. And the shot goes in. Williams has got 11 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Favors. He has 7. That one falls.
Well, Derek Favors has developed terrific form, and it's nice to see him continue to develop this mid-range.
Outside Williams. And the Jazz making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Now here's Zubac. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 5 to shoot. Williams finds Patterson. Over Gobert. Patterson can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 7. Mitchell outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Kennard. He's got 14. To the paint. Gobert with the block.
And the remarkable reach of the stifle tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now, here's Clarkson. 19 points in the game. The rebound by Patterson.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Here's Mann. Here's Williams. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
Free throw no good for Lou Williams. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof.
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Favors finds Clarkson. Gobert with a screen on Kennard. Clarkson against Patterson. Niang passes to Mitchell. Over Williams. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Clippers leading by 11. Into the lane. And that one drops. Williams has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Clarkson with the ball. Guarded now by Patrick Patterson. Here's Mitchell. The Jazz with another miss.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The pass to Zubac. Here's Patterson. And the 3 off target. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. Luke Kennard out there with Lou Williams, and it's man in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Favors inside, working on Zubac.
At 6'10", Derek Favors will always be a threat. To jam it home exposes the defense there.
Poke loose. Now Clarkson dishes to Mitchell. O'Neal with it. Back to Mitchell for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got it back down to single digits for Utah.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Zubac with the screen for Williams. Down low. And here's Clarkson. Favors with a screen on Kennard. On the wing, Mitchell. Driving inside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for a good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
He's off on the first.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first round, but he put the scoring load on his back. One of the best displays of offense I've ever seen in the postseason.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. You know, Greg, you look at the numbers that Mitchell put up in that series. Simply amazing.
I mean, he was putting up 40, 50-point games like it was nothing. At times, the guy looked unguardable. Truly one of the young stars to come out of the Orlando bubble.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Joe Ingles is checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Jazz trail by 8. Mitchell outside. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Morris with a screen on Mitchell. And there's the call on Lou Williams. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And you know, guys, in the first half, he was a lot more focused. Maybe he's feeling the heat of the defense a bit more here in the second.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Luke Kennard. Pass to Bogdanovich. The tray. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Mitchell's shot is good.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make since.
Outside Leonard.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the Bucks side.
Now, here's Mitchell. Favors sets the pick for Mitchell. Lays it up off the glass. Mitchell's got 8 points in the quarter.
If you see Donovan Mitchell finding his rhythm, you're in for a long night. He is effortless offensively.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Ingles passes to Mitchell. Now O'Neal. And good that time.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
So it's the Clippers now. After the basket by Utah. Clippers moving the ball around. Mitchell with it. Williams picks him up. From deep Ingles. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard attacking.
Oh, what a dunk! Look out below! Well, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post. Possesses great touch and great length.
Now, here's Mitchell. And he drives in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 27 points for Donovan Mitchell.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They're showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
And he gets the bucket. Mitchell's got 12 now in this quarter.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Jackson kicks to Ibaka. The dish to Williams. And there's the drive. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Williams has got 5 assists tonight. Here's Ingles. Pass to O'Neal. Sinks the triple.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard driving to the basket. Out to Morris. Stolen by Mitchell. Ingles in the corner to take the lead. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard into the lane, and then he jams it down right on top of Bojan Bogdanovic.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovic, and Utah another 3.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Ingles passes to Mitchell. Driving in. Morris with the block.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots. That's pretty.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Lou Williams. And Utah also making a switch. Gobert, he's checked in for Derek Favors. And Utah has possession. Here's Ingles, and the rejection by Ibaka. Ibaka with the screen on Bogdanovic. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, he can dominate both ends of the floor. Nice job to finish it there.
Mitchell passes to O'Neal. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. O'Neal is screen on Beverly. Here's Mitchell, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Boy, it's been so hard to watch at times. I mean, he's missed so many of his foul shots tonight. Good to see him finally come through there.
And Mitchell drops them both.
He's had a few shaky trips at the line tonight, but he seems to be getting back to his old self.
Bogdanovic dishes to Mitchell. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
I think we think of Donovan Mitchell first and foremost as a scorer, but I love seeing his passing ability come into play.
Leonard against Bogdanovic. And it's Leonard missing. Utah has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Ingles passes to Gobert. Mitchell outside to take the lead, and the layup is up and in. Mitchell's got 33.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
And the Clippers call time here. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Beverly with the ball. Passes to Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Kawhi Leonard's length lets him play bigger than his size.
The pass to Ingles. Gobert with a screen on Beverly. The drive by Mitchell. It's deflected. They retain possession. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bogdanovich. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Morris outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Morris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. Utah's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. And here is Ingles. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Beverly finds Morris. Ibaka with a screen on O'Neal. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Ibaka sets the pick for Leonard. That one goes in.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Leonard against Bogdanovich. Mitchell is double. There's the feed to Ingles. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Now, this is where Joe Ingles is gifted at realizing when he should go up with it. Really good timing on that shot.
And the basket is good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Mitchell. With the drive. Good work defensively by Morris. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Ibaka the pass to Leonard. Gobert with the block. Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Outside Bogdanovich. 1:07 left to play in the final quarter. Gobert, that shot off. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard against Bogdanovich. To take the lead. Gobert with the block. Leonard against Bogdanovich. Gobert with a screen for Bogdanovich. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Bogdanovich against Leonard to the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Outside Bogdanovich.
Count it! Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Leonard inside. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Five seconds left in the game. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Now here's Jackson.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.